Saw is one of my favorite franchises. I know the movies got goofier and goofier, even though the last one was pretty good. But I'm still a big fan, and I thought, let's make a tier list of all the traps in Saw. So, the first one, maybe not the most spectacular one, like gore-wise or whatever, but first of all, iconic as hell. And I'm gonna count in the fact that, or maybe let's just purely rate the trap, not. So the trap itself is pretty easy. He has to saw his foot. Yeah, it gets one bonus point because it's an iconic scene. But this is only good. Yeah. Razor wire mace, that was the fat guy right in the. I mean, I remember being a bit confused on why the guy didn't use another tactic. And the scene itself was over very fast. I would say this was boring. Yeah, by the way, you see, I made one row here that's called breaking the rules because there are some traps that are just unwinnable or maybe even rigged. So that's an extra tier. Flammable jelly, I personally consider this pretty much impossible. But let's say it is possible, it's still a bad trap. Oh, reverse bear trap, guys. I mean, I can't put it into game over because she literally survived it. But then again, I think this was a weird scene because she had to kill someone else to get the key, so it's not even, you know what, like, I don't want to sound like a psycho, but if you have to do something to yourself, I think it's harder than to someone else. And I also think the guy was like a criminal or something. So while this is a nice trap and everything, it's not game over. And I think it's stupid that she doesn't have to do something on herself. Oh, that's the two drills closing in on the guy. Yeah, that was okay, but well, I don't know. I can barely remember it. That means it can't be that good. But the concept is okay. Yeah, let's put this into good. Shotgun hallway. So I remember like this. This is a very basic trap, like almost Home Alone style, but R-rated version. Do you guys know you have to watch on YouTube the R-rated version of Home Alone? It's like a special effects channel, and they always do R-rated versions of kids' movies or other innocent movies. It's very funny. But yeah, this is very basic, but I remember I got a bit shocked, so it really surprised me. I didn't think there will be this trap, so let's put it into good. Sepp's test. So he basically has to set up all basically everything in movie one. He has to kidnap, I think, or I'm not sure, but he basically is like the organizer of this. Honestly, his test is pretty bad. Like it's not even a real trap. He just just has some device on the back, and yeah, I think it's bad. Oh, the death mask. Oh, this one is crazy. This one was the first trap that was a real shocker. Like, this could have been game over, but she survived. And these are relatively harmless, but this one is right into your face. And I think that's exactly what they wanted to do, because it was the opening scene of the second movie, and it just had to start with a bang, you know. So yeah, let's put it into game over territory. Next one, electrified staircase. What was that again? Ah, I think that's the cops entered the house, and there's traps also. Yeah, this one was good, I'd say. Surprising. Nerve gas house. Oh, so that's like the, yeah, premise of. I mean, it makes it creates tension, and it gives you that feeling of urgency. But in itself, it's pretty boring. I remember laughing at this because it was so predictable, but it's still a good scene. I would say it's still a good scene. Yeah, it was good. Furnace. Oh, guys, the trap itself is not that hard. And while watching the movie, I already had an idea how to escape. Maybe I will make a video on this, how to escape every sword trip. But yeah, this one was a bit goofy, and just the character behaved so stupid, it's almost unbelievable. I don't know, I put it here. Needle pit. Oh my god, this one is painful to watch. Painful to watch, but very well acted. But it's not really a trap. Yeah, let's leave it. So this one is an interesting concept, but again, the stupidity of the one using it. But let's try to rate the trap itself, and the trap itself, if you're not completely R-word. This is so easily beatable, so it's actually a very bad trap. Classroom trap saw 3. Oh, that's the one that's chained together and everything, right? And he has to defuse a bomb. Like, this was breaking the rules almost, I think. And it makes sense because this entire breaking the rules theme came up in the third one. So I think this one was pretty much unwinnable, and this one too. That's the cop, Amanda. She makes these traps, I think, and they are unwinnable. Shotgun collar, basic, but okay. But yeah, the basic, yeah, I don't know. The basicness kind of ruins it. It's boring, I would say. Freezer room. No, freezer room. I don't know. This was. Yeah, I mean, the trap itself was. Again, I'm not trying to count in how stupid the people behaved that were in those traps. I'm trying to rate the trap itself. And yeah, I'm almost tempted to do this too boring, honestly, because the trap itself is pretty stupid. And I even mentioned that I rated the acting, but we wanna rate the traps. So maybe this into boring, and the freezer room is an amazing trap. I like the design and everything. It was creative. But again, the people behaved so stupid. Pigwet, this one was just disgusting. Again, I like the theme, right? Because it's the lawyer and he's a pig. Because he didn't sentence the guy or anything. But the trap itself is just disgusting. But in itself, it's boring. He's just drowning basically. Oh my god, this one might actually be the sickest one of all of them. This one was so insane, man. This is like game over. Nothing else to say. Amanda's test, boring as hell. Almost bad, but let's move boring. It's basically just she's supposed to not kill her, but she's jealous, so she kills her, and then this guy that comes next kills her, and that's the test basically. Jeff's final test, yeah, that's almost the identical thing. He is not supposed to kill Jigsaw, that's his test, and if he can forgive him, he will escape, but he kills Jigsaw and then gets trapped in the room. So the final test in itself is pretty boring, honestly. But I like the whole premise of the third movie, that this guy goes through everyone involved in his child's death. Mausoleum, guys, this was a very good scene actually, but I think it's breaking the rules because it's not fair. It's just such a disadvantage to not see anything. And Jigsaw is all about everyone has the same chances, blah blah blah. So this is cheating in my eyes. Oh my god, this one was painful to watch. Painful to watch, but amazing. I would say it's amazing. Or maybe, I mean, it's pretty basic, but I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah. Let's let it here. This one, I like this one. It's the guy. It reminds me a bit of a scene from Seven. This guy is like I don't know, pervert or something, and he has to stab his eyes in order to escape, but instead he gets torn apart. Yeah, this is a very good scene. Spike trap. Oh, so this is a good one. This one is amazing because the story is also cool, because there's a man and a woman, and they are chained together by long metal rods going through their body, but she was a victim of abuse of him, and the Jigsaw guy made the rods in a way that it didn't pierce her vital organs but his. So if she removes the rods, she won't die, but he will. And it's a nice theme. It matches this whole. She's trapped with him, and now she can get free of him and survive. I like this one. Explosive puppet. Oh my god, I don't even remember that. Is this the one in the police? Guys, I don't even remember this, and if I don't remember something, it's bad usually. Knife chair. Good. Basic but good. Spine cutters. Yeah, that was similar like the one this guy had, I think. Honestly, it kind of annoyed me that this guy had to make another test because I think it's the one that survives this. So he already. Maybe that's the reason why, because he had it easier. Anyway, so this guy is basically has this spine cutter device, which is super boring. Like ice block trap. This one was the setup was good. It looked good. It was filmed nice, and yeah, in a way, it's yeah. This one is good. Pendulum trap, interesting, very interesting trap, but unfortunately we have to put it here because this is again one where so there's a jigsaw. So it turns out jigsaw had a accomplice, a second accomplice, and this guy has like a personal vendetta with the victim of this trap, and it's rigged so he can't win it. He even does what he's supposed to do, I think break his fingers or something, and he does it and it doesn't stop, so it's clearly rigged because he wanted to see him dead. But other than that, in general, it's an interesting trap. Water cube saw. Yeah, the water cube is a classic. It always remembers me of the movie The Cell. Do you know the guys? The Cell, I think with is it Jennifer Lopez? Yeah, I think. Um, it's basic but still entertaining. And I like the windpipe scene, but yeah, the tension is, I don't know. The tension is pretty good. The trap is, but isn't the trap also designed to not be survivable? And then he does it anyway. I don't know anymore. But honestly, this was a good. Okay. Shotgun chair. No clue. Honestly, I have no clue what the shotgun chair was. So I guess it was bad. Necktie trap. Guys, why do I not remember all these? Necktie trap. Guys, we will leave this out for now. I will Google it while we redo the rest. Necktie trap from Saw 5. Okay, so the ceiling jars. Was that the ceiling jars? Guys, I think I have to watch um, Saw 5 again. Oh, no, no, no. I remember now. In Saw 5, they are, yeah, it's 5 people, and the entire, like, yeah, mindfuck at the end is that technically nobody had to die. Yeah, so the necktie is, there are, people are tied to their neck. Oh, who would have thought that? And they have to find a key and unlock the necktie so they don't get killed. Yeah, this one is pretty entertaining, I have to say. This one was almost amazing. Let's put it into good. Ceiling jars. This one was very boring because it annoyed me how obvious it was that the holes are big enough for everyone to fit in, so this is just stupid. Electric bathtub. So the original, like I'm spoiling anyway, but so originally no one was supposed to die, and then everyone had to just take a slight electric shock and it would be fine. But at this point there were only 3 people left, so they thought one had to die and has to sit in this electric bathtub. Honestly, it's pretty boring. Pines of Sacrifice, this one is good. Glass Coffin, I like this one. Um, like the glass coffin is not the actual trap. The trap is later. The guy that survives this, he gets trapped in a room with two walls, and the walls are closing in on each other, and it's just a crazy scene. Pound of Flesh. Oh my god, this is disgusting, and I think this got even cut out in some countries. Like this was not in the cut version, but here in Germany they are pretty chill with gore, so they don't cut anything. Yeah, another stereotype about it. Yeah, so this scene was disgusting, but I don't know. Yeah, good. Oxygen Crusher, this one, guys, this one pissed me off because it was breaking the rules in my opinion. So the the two people have to compete against each other, which I in general dislike anyway, because the original idea of Saw was that one single person has the chance to redeem themselves, get a second chance in life. And these battles are stupid in my opinion because they are not individually tested, and also most of the time it's very unfair. Like for example in the Pound of Flesh, the one guy was fat and the girl was thin. She won though at the end because she cut off her entire arm, but technically this was not fair, and this also not, and this one is the same. So the competition is who can hold their breath longer. Basically, I'm simplifying it. And one guy is a smoker, so of course he's gonna lose. So this is breaking the rules. The gallows. Oh, that's the. Oh wait. What was the gallows again? Is this the one where he has to run around blindly? Let me think for a second. have to I have to wait for this one because I'm not sure. I have to Google this. Steam Maze, very bad in my opinion. So boring. Shotgun Carousel, absolutely iconic. But so technically I would put this here, right? But this is again breaking the rules clearly, because the guy has to decide who survives. So some of them don't even get the chance to play a game or anything to survive. Oh, by the way, and I just found out which one this is. It's the guy on the little pedestal, and it's again, I think again the guy has to decide which of the two survives, and yeah, this is also cheating. Like, this is a very big plot fail in my eyes, and that's also why Saw 6 is one of the worst ones, even though this scene is amazing. But it's cheating because not the people are being tested, but the other guy, and that's not fair. Acid Room. I mean, the Acid Room was cool, yeah, I liked, but I always have to keep in mind I'm not rating the scene, I'm rating the trap. So the trap itself is pretty basic, but I kinda liked it, so I say amazing. Bear Trap 2.0. If the bear trap is here, we have to put this one here too, and it's also very cool how he escapes it. For some reason, this one is always escaped, even though it's one of the hardest ones. Public execution. Guys, this is one of the best scenes ever. I love this scene so much. Because there's a girl chained to the top and two guys at the bottom, and there are the three saw blades, and basically the trap is made like this, that it has to be in a position, and no matter in what position, one will always die. And then later turns out she betrayed both of them, and at the end they are like, you know what, fuck that bitch. we just stick together, and I just like it that they stick together like bros. Pain Train. Oh, wait. Pain Train. Oh my god, the names are so weird that sometimes I don't even get why. No, I know what it is. It's just an imagination. It's not real, I think. She just she's afraid that this will happen, but it's not actually happening. Yeah, so this is bad since it's not happening. Horsepower Trap. This is the one with Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Awesome scene, absolutely awesome scene, an awesome design trap. Like the whole, how everything is connected, you know. The lawnmower trap, guys. What the hell? I forgot all these. And suspended cage. Oh yeah, this was bad. So easy to do. But the lawnmower trap. I remember. This was so goofy. This almost needs a new category. Goofy. Let's make it, I don't know. Yeah, this one is so like that they are hanging to the ceiling, and at the bottom there are just hundreds of lawnmowers, and the one who can hold on the longest wins. That's basically. Wait, if we have a goofy category, maybe is there any other that maybe also could fit into goofy? This one with the pigs. No, I think we can leave it like this for now. Oh, guys, oh my god, this one is very painful to watch. This one is, oh my god, this is so painful. Like you can feel it yourself, and that's why it's an amazing scene. Impalement wheel. This one is also crazy. I would say that's good. Amazing, yeah. Hangman's Noose. That's the one I thought this might be. So one guy is blind and the other guy has to direct him over an obstacle course, and if he falls, then he will be hung. And in the end, of course, he fails and he's getting hung. But I mean, the trap itself is cool, but again, I don't like that someone else is deciding, because not he can't fail, only the other guy can fail in telling him. Yeah, breaking the rules. Oh my god, this one is guys, this 3D one had some crazy traps. This isn't even really a trap, it's just more like a dare, but oh my god, this is so painful. Painful to watch. Yeah, it's not amazing. It's just painful to watch. This one again, like, look, trap wise, you guys know that historically this actually existed, right? They did this to people. Like, how crazy is this? But this girl did nothing wrong. She was just the wife of the asshole guy that is being tested, and she died in the most horrible way for no reason. And this is clearly breaking the rules. But other than that, this would be game over easily. Sentry gun. Oh yeah, he sets up like a machine gun to trap. It's a good build, let's say, but nothing special. Cyanide box. Oh my god. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, like, guys, so cyanide, I mean, you all know what happened back then. It's heavy but pretty boring. Bear Trap 3.0. Finally, we get the game over. We had these two, and finally someone actually dies from it. And it's also a character I absolutely hated. So, thank you, Saw 3D. Man, Saw 3D, I remember it not being such a good movie, but apparently the traps were, at least in my opinion, seemed to be pretty good. And also a lot of them. Okay, now Jigsaw. Now the movies start to get bad. Bucket Room. This was so, like, the design, okay, but like, I just have to spoil it. So it's similar to the necktie trap from Saw 3 of 5. It's similar, but so they are also strapped onto chains that are being dragged towards a saw blade, and they have to go and sacrifice a little bit of blood to stop everything. And one of the people, instead of just sawing their finger a little bit, for example, he puts his entire arm on the saw and cuts everything. This is goofy. This is goofy. Or maybe, I mean, the trap itself is not goofy. It's just so easily outplayable. Chain hangers. Oh man. I don't remember. Oh no, that's the they have to inject some poison or something. I don't know. This was bad as fuck. Leg wires. Yeah, I mean, was cool looking and whatever, but so stupid. Also, how, because the traps were very specific. Every trap was very specific for this person. But how does Jigsaw know that all these people will even survive that long? It's such, the entire movie could be put in goofy. You know what? We put this into goofy 100%. Like, why is this boring? But okay. Grain silo. That's like I think, very common fear. I also read that a lot of people actually die from falling into grain silos. So yeah, but the falling knives and stuff. This was also so goofy and stupid. Thank God I made this category, because pretty much every trap from Chicks. I think this is also the worst of all. Maybe Spiral was also bad. Cycle trap, yeah, this one, oh my god. It looked cool and everything, but so fucking stupid. Shotgun keys, this one I liked. I liked the idea because this is again a bit this vintage Jigsaw, you know, like in the third movie, they are being tested and they are supposed to not use the shotgun to kill their capturer, but of course they try to shoot it and it turns out the shotgun is manipulated and they shoot themselves. But this one is pretty good. I would put this into good. Laser collars, guys. This is goofy, but I really liked it for some reason. Subway trap. Oh, so guys, I just watched Spirals a couple of days ago. That's also why I even had the idea to do this video. Subway trap. I mean, this is boring or goofy, one of the two. The tongue is so obviously such an obvious fake tongue. Yeah, this is boring. It's not goofy, but boring. The finger trap, this one. Brutal. Yeah, this was brutal. I remember it annoyed me that it's technically not possible. Like, he had his fingers in some contraption and he's supposed to pull his fingers from his hand by sheer force of the machine. But guys, I studied biology. You won't believe how much like pull weight your fingers can withstand. There's no way this would ever happen before the contraption breaks. But let's say this is possible, then you could say this was a pretty good trap. Wax trap, brutal, very brutal. This one is like House of Wax. I don't know if you saw this movie, have seen, saw, whatever. This is brutal, but can she? I just saw the movie. Yeah, she can survive it. She can basically cut her neck to make her paralyzed, and then she would survive it, but she doesn't. So this trap is actually pretty good. Maybe even amazing. This one is actually good. Glass grinder, I like this one too. I like this one too. This is creative, at least, you know. Yeah, let's put it here. Where's the Samuel Jackson trap? But yeah, the test at the end was decent. Let's put it into good. Okay, so now the last movie. I Vacuum. So this one does not happen actually, but I liked it, you know. I kinda liked it. I don't know, it was goofy. I put it into goofy, but consider this a good goofy. This is good goofy. Pipe bomb trap. Oh my god, I remember this one was also very hard to watch because it's so detailed. Very basic, but good. Just not, can't complain about anything, just good. Oh my god, guys, this one, this is maybe the second most brutal one. This one is so, this just trap wise, this to me is the sickest from the Saw 3, but this one is almost the same category. This is so crazy. And I felt so bad. I really wanted her to survive. I felt so bad for her. The 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 guys that have did the least got killed the most brutal way, and the actual assholes in this movie got killed off very easy. So next one, brain surgery. So this guy's supposed to do a brain surgery on himself, which is literally impossible. And I would accept this, but he also gave him a time limit, and I think it was like 2 minutes or something. And I saw a video of a brain surgeon saying that even a highly trained brain surgeon couldn't do this in under 1 hour, and he has equipment and everything, you know. So this is just breaking the rules. Radiation trap, stupid, makes no sense. Bloodboarding, disgusting, creative, good. Gas chamber, I mean, this is boring as hell, honestly. This is just boring. And as I said, oh wait, oh guys, we can look forward to the next Saw movie, because we might find out what happens to the actual asshole from this movie, because she's the only one that survives. Yo, of course, we can't have one video without an ambulance, so they didn't let me finish the video. There had to be one. Yeah, so last trap is the disembowelment trap, which again is cheating because it's just like personal revenge, but in on itself, it's a good, it's okay. So yeah, guys, I hope you like my list. Maybe you agree. I don't know if you guys think I should put more stuff in the upper tiers, but to me, this one especially and this one also, they you should really, you know, everything on down here you can stuff it in, doesn't matter, but these two have to be selected very well, especially this. So I try to, no, because of course you can argue you put these two up here too, but yeah, so let's see. So 3D has 3 in top tier. So 2, 3, 4 also. So no Saw 5 trap, no Saw 1 trap, and no Saw 6 trap, and also no Saw spiral trap in this. Yeah, 5 had good ones, but not very good ones. Yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Comment if you want any other tier lists or